Yep, look for Rebel Jones living in the process. He might want to be interviewed. Shit, I might knock out 2 interviews in one day.
I thought I told you.
What's goody, y'all? We in Brooklyn, New York, Brownsville, home on the gully. I know y'all can hear me. Y'all can't see me right now. Don't worry. We're gonna go this way. Good morning. Right now we on Mother Gaston. It wouldn't be a living in the process if I kept myself in the studio. And we love full-on production sets, but it's great. I love being in the street, interviewing on site, you know what I mean, at a location that is unscripted. It's just part of our style, for real. Shout out to Brownsville, shout out to Brooklyn. People love to sleep on Brownsville, but it's so many talented people over here, so many necessary people over here, you feel me? Shout out to Hotep, father of medicine, juice bar, that's here. Oh my God, when I used to live over here, I used to pray for a juice bar over here, and they finally have it, so I'm happy. They trying to build new buildings in this area. You know, it's a food apartheid over here. They need to do a lot better with our district, for sure. The people are already doing a lot better. All right, so right now we're on our way to Cohen's Fashion Optical. Kadayalee Washington is doing her thing right now, y'all. Like, some people think you gotta wait for someone to come to you and tell you that you're worthy to have your stuff in their store, but Kadayalee Washington, the Leo that she is, she already knows she's worthy, and so we're on our way right now, meeting up with her to get the story, get the scoop. How does she get into a fashion optical? How does she get into Cohen's? People go to Cohen's, they trust Cohen's to get their medicine and their glasses. She is putting herself in a position to make sure that people who wear glasses to see for their vision purposes are getting what they need and wearing and looking fly at the same time. Fashion Week is coming up, winter 2025. She's already on it, already planning for it. This woman loves what she does, and she's the kind of person we want to have on Living in the Process. We want to know about her process. Fancy seeing you here. My name is Kadayalee Washington, founder and CEO of Kleechi. I work from a storytelling perspective, and I really don't hate. And today, we're living in the process. Join me at Cohen's Fashion Optical, 1710 Pickens Avenue.
Hi, Kadayalee. Hi. We're so happy to meet with you this morning. Tell us a little bit about why we're here in the first place.
I'm happy you asked. So Kleechi has taken Cohen's Fashion Optical, and what I mean by that is we are actually located physically within the store on 1710 Pickens Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11212, which is really dope. Let me just get a little bit more comfortable for this question. Was that dramatic? Okay, I'm happy you asked. So we're gonna forever remain an e-commerce brand. I just feel like it hits different when the consumer gets a chance to actually physically touch the product. So for those of you who are in New York City, you know, coming to Brooklyn, this location, the heart of Brooklyn, you get to actually feel the product and, you know, see your whole face transform. So if you come to this location, 1710 Pickens Ave, you get a chance to not only see the product and experience the product, but if you purchase the product, you do get a free eye exam that day, which is really dope. I would call beforehand to make sure the doctor is here. That is, I believe, a really dope experience just because you get to get in and out. They take all major insurances. So being located specifically in an optical store was a strategic move, and I'm happy you said my vision problem. I'm negative 13. So that means I really can't operate in life without glasses. It's a part of me, right? It's necessity. I feel like those people, which is majority of the world who wear glasses, it's essential to know that there's glasses out there that you don't hate, right? That kind of bring forth not only your creative expression, but your fashionable expression, whether it's to go out, to the club, to a meeting, right? Kleechi is just that. Kleechi is the only eyewear where you can kind of do all of those things and feel your best self. You know, I was bullied as a child, as we all were, and I thank God for the parents that I had because I always had on some fly frames, but that didn't take away from the fact that my eyesight was really imperative for how I was treated. Eyewear you don't hate is essential because the average person, specifically women, don't feel confident in the eyewear that they currently have, right? Meaning we're not talking sexual aspect and feeling sexy for the men, we're just talking about feeling sexy in general, right? So I'm a billboard. I can't operate without glasses. I can't take them off if I want to. I really do this. So I'm happy for those who are like me to experience it. I would say this economy and community and life, it will never change, right? When you look good, you feel good. And Kleechi makes you feel good. So getting certain people to experience it, the feel, the face, the compliments that they'll get, that's the reason why we're in an optical store, because well, the designer herself needs eyewear, and a lot of my consumers do, so I care about the consumer. I want you to be able to get your prescription just like myself and feel comfortable while doing it. Funny story, my great-grandmother is actually my ambassador. Retired veteran who loves fashion. And this specific Cohen's is her go-to Cohen's, and she came here and they just loved her glasses and they wanted to know who, where, and why. And I get this a lot from customers and different people, like, you should come here. They asked about it, but it hit different to be at Cohen's because the name is just, you know, much bigger, and their cause of what they're doing, I feel like my brand could kind of just exponentially take it to a different level for my audience. So I came, and they just loved it. They love everything about it. And I made the proposal of not only being in the store, but kind of having these events where people can come, feel, touch, and get to meet me as well, right? And hear the story next to the product. So going into stores and saying, well, I have this proposal, this is how I can do this for this business, and making it make sense for whatever you're asking kind of gets you from point A to point B. Because when you're a smaller fry, sometimes the bigger fries, they don't need you, but they do. You just have to make them see why they do, right? When it comes to, in my opinion, big bank versus little bank, see, the bigger banks don't have that acute sense of ear to the streets or what have you, right? So they can't know how the customers feel buying the product from who's selling it and their complaints or their questions. When people love your product, and everyone does, they will always, you know, I feel like, spread the word for you. So New York Fashion Week is everything to all creators and designers specifically. So this event that I'm having, what Kleechi is having on February 8th, 2025, gotta say the year, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. is going to be, I would say, art show or art viewing, right? Getting a chance to experience the brand and to come in and network the room. It's gonna be a lot of fashion creative people in the room. It's not necessarily a fashion show in terms of runway, but it is succumbing fashion, right, in the heart of Brooklyn, because Brooklyn, I feel like, doesn't get as much shine as it should, and it's definitely where it started. So we're taking eyewear and we're turning it like high fashion, right? We're giving it a story, an archetype, a feeling, a vibe. Like, we're making people dress to the nines for this event because it's just that, like, right, you want to be the billboard. So this is the boxing, if you want to zoom in. So it has the gold finish of Kleechi Classic. These are our signature colors, by the way, black, gold, and white. Sometime you'll see, right? So it has the same signature sun, velvet coating on the box, so please, no oils, okay. And when you purchase a new pair, obviously it will come highly protected in terms of the lens. So the box itself is velvet. And if you're a collector like myself, then the box should be on your dresser awaiting its return. But you want to definitely keep your case in your car or whatever you're doing when you're driving. I'm going to show you guys the difference in terms of archetypes. So for those of you who don't know, archetypes is the meaning of the person I envisioned wearing the product when I designed it. Now that doesn't mean that you have to be this person, because you can just have a essential sense of style and like a little bit of everything, right? The frames that I'm wearing, for example, are Arcadia. So they are all red. The gloss finish is amazing. And they do not come clear. They have a radiant brown to charcoal lens to it, but it was done like that on purpose because, as I said, a lot of people who don't need glasses wear the product, but you can period prescription in it, even with the lens, depending on the type of prescription you have. And this one doesn't necessarily have a specific nose bridge, so it makes it much more comfortable. It's fitted to the face, right? And this fits majority of the faces in such a way that you have to kind of experience it because you're going into a next level. That finish there, these gold ensembles, it's not just for the aesthetic. Everything makes this product much more superior than any other frame, right? Because this frame is meant to be a collectible, so it's meant to last. My favorites. Arcadia is the name. Kleechi is in the works for some really dope stuff. I can't say exactly what, but I will say it will be expanding.
Scoop, do not leave us hanging.
Kleechi will be expanding to the youth. For those who can put that together, then, right? The target audience right now is the professionals, so age 25 to 44, which is, you know, the average fashion lover, people who know and feel that they, I would say, engulf every part of the design. But we're expanding into a bit of a different target, not area, but just a target, perhaps for the youth of the current clients that I have, like, right, for their young ones. Take that what you will. February 8th is going to be amazing. And we are doing a raffle that day, so arrive early. The event is 1 to 6, arrive 1 to 6, right? The only person that could be fashionably late is not even me, right? So I expect to see everyone, and I'm really happy because this is the third restock, the, I would say, grand arising collaboration for Kleechi, a innovative up-and-coming brand that is taking the eyewear industry by storm, and a legacy company like Cohen. So I love you guys.
And that is a cut on the internet.
You didn't expect to see me, did you? It's okay. New York Fashion Week, February 8th, 1 to 6, Cohen's Fashion Optical. I expect to see you there, because you know, if you're not there, then you know better. Later.
So the destination is not about where you're going, it's about who you're becoming. So keep living in your process to progress, keep changing and allowing change to assist you in your evolution. And yeah, we out.